friends, welcome back to Ophthalmology for undergraduates and postgraduate beginners. Today I am going to talk about local examination or otherwise the ophthalmic examination. We have a certain basic order in examining the eyes. Let us see what is the basic order in examining the eyes. The first thing we have to examine in ophthalmic examination is the head posture. Head posture is the position of the head when the patient is looking straight ahead. The next thing we have to examine is the symmetricity of the face, whether each half of the face is symmetrical or not. The third thing we have to see is the position of the eyeballs. What is the position of both the eyeballs when they are looking in a particular direction? So that is about the position of the eyeballs. Next is the examination of the right eye followed by examination of the left eye. I have told that the first eye to be examined is the right eye. The second eye to be examined is the left eye. This is a universal dictum that right eye should be examined first, then only the left eye. It has to be recorded in the same way in the case sheet also. Even if the patient is having a problem in the left eye, the right eye findings has to be recorded first in the case sheet. Then only you have to record the problems in the left eye. This is a universal dictum. All of you must be aware the order of doing a medical examination. The order of doing a medical examination is inspection, look at the findings; palpation, touch and feel the findings; percussion, you can tap over the structures to find out certain signs; auscultation, hear with the stethoscope to elicit certain signs. This is the order of any medical examination. This also holds good for ophthalmology. In ophthalmology too, you should not jump from one examination to another. First, you do an inspection finding in all the structures. Next, if it is needed, do a palpation finding. Next, you do a percussion finding if it is needed. Then you can go for auscultation finding if the findings suggest you of certain pathology where auscultation is very essential. Now let us see what is the order of examining the eye. Already I have told the right eye has to be examined first, left eye should be examined second. When you examine the eye, the first and foremost thing you have to find out is the visual acuity of that particular eye. If the visual acuity is good, the illness in the eye is a small one. If the visual acuity is a bad one, that is the visual acuity is very less, then the illness or problem in the eye will be a bigger one. Whenever you examine the eye, you have to go from outside to inside in this order. First you should examine the eyebrow, followed by eyelids, followed by conjunctiva, followed by sclera, followed by cornea. Then it comes the anterior chamber, followed by iris, followed by pupil, followed by lens, followed by extraocular movements, followed by looking for the intraocular pressure, followed by examining the lacrimal apparatus. This is the order in which the eye has to be examined. These are all the examinations expected from undergraduate students. Now let us see what are all the other examinations expected from the postgraduate students. As already told, an undergraduate student will examine the structures of the eye using a torchlight. That is called as oblique examination. A postgraduate student or an ophthalmologist will do additional testing apart from the torchlight examination. What are all the tests to be carried by a postgraduate students? They have to do a refraction. If the visual acuity is not good or if it is less than normal, they have to do a refraction. They have to do a detailed slit lamp examination. They have to see the fundus, retina and optic nerve and vitreous in the fundus examination. They have to do a field testing. Field testing can be done using screens, confrontation or perimetry. Then they should also examine the color vision of the patient. They should do a diplopia charting in the patient if required. They should be able to interpret the readings of the optical coherence tomography, OCT. These are all the examinations the postgraduate students should be able to do. Thank you. Let us see how each of the structure in the eye is examined in detail in the subsequent videos.